Guilt and regret are emotions that we all experience at some point in our lives. They are natural reactions to our actions or inactions that have caused harm or disappointment to ourselves or others. They can help us learn from our mistakes and improve ourselves. But sometimes, they can become excessive and destructive. They can make us feel unworthy, hopeless, or stuck in the past. That's when we need to take action and find ways to cope with them. I know what it's like to feel guilty and regretful. I've made many mistakes and failures in my life, and I've hurt many people that I care about. I've lost many loved ones and friends because of my choices or circumstances. From those experiences, I've learned some strategies that help me cope with guilt and regret, and I want to share them with you. First, forgive. Forgiving yourself and others can help you heal from guilt and regret. It can also help you restore your relationships and move on with your life. Forgiving doesn't mean forgetting or condoning what happened. It means accepting what happened, acknowledging your feelings, and letting go of the resentment and anger. When you forgive, you free yourself from the burden of guilt and regret. You have to also understand some people act a certain way because they don't know better, even you. By forgiving yourself, you pave the way for progress to occur. I struggle with this every day. I know that I can't change the past, but I can change how I feel about it. I try to forgive myself for the things that I've done or failed to do, and I try to forgive others for the things that they've done or failed to do to me. I know that we're all human, and we all make mistakes. I know that holding on to grudges or bitterness only hurts me more than anyone else. I know that forgiving is the first step to healing. Second, learn. Learning from your guilt and regret can help you grow as a person and avoid repeating the same mistakes in the future. It can also help you find meaning and purpose in your life. Learning doesn't mean dwelling on the past or beating yourself up for what you did or didn't do. It means reflecting on what happened, understanding why it happened, and finding ways to improve yourself or your situation. When you learn, you turn your guilt and regret into wisdom and motivation. This is something I do every time I face a challenge or a setback. I know that guilt and regret can teach me valuable lessons and help me become a better person. I try to learn from my guilt and regret by analyzing what went wrong, what I could have done differently, and what I can do better next time. I also try to learn from other people's experiences and perspectives by reading books, watching documentaries, observing others, or talking to mentors or experts. I know that learning is the second step to growing. Without learning, you're condemned to repeat the same mistakes of the past and thus suffer again. Third, act. Acting on your guilt and regret can help you make amends and move forward with your life. It will also help you find happiness and fulfillment in your life. Acting doesn't mean ignoring your feelings or pretending that nothing happened. It means taking responsibility for your actions or inactions, apologizing or making up for the harm or disappointment that you caused, and doing something positive or constructive with your life. When you act, you turn your guilt and regret into action and change. Though hard to do, I do it constantly. I know that guilt and regret can motivate me to do good things and make a difference in the world. I try to act on my guilt and regret by saying sorry or thank you to the people that I've hurt or helped, by donating money or time to causes that I care about, by fighting crime and injustice as Batman, by mentoring young heroes like Robin or Batgirl, by supporting my friends and family in their endeavors, by pursuing my passions and hobbies like science or art. It is only through action that things get done, and you can finally make up for your mistakes. Remember, you are not your intentions, you are your actions. You are not defined by your guilt, nor by your regret. We all have something to regret with some guilt on it, but what counts is that we can be better. You are a compassionate and responsible person who can learn from your past and create a better future. You have the power to change yourself and your situation. You have the potential to achieve your dreams and make a difference in the world. Remember, you are not alone. You have me by your side always. Together we can face anything, my dear friend.